The historian who has an almost perfect 40-year record calling U.S. election results has made his latest prediction in an unpredictable race. He says Kamala Harris will win this election, already marked by a criminal conviction, an assassination attempt, and a Democratic dropout. Joining us live now to explain his pick is American University professor Allan Lichtman. Allan, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, just to give some background, you've been presenting these predictions since 1984. You've only had one blip in all those years. You were the one to predict in 2016 that Trump was going to win, even though a lot of people did not see that coming. What are the factors behind, some of the major factors at least, behind you making these predictions?
Sure. No, I would say I was right about 2000 when I picked Gore because based on the intent of voters, Gore should have won Florida going away in the presidency, as I proved in my report to the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights. But I'm not going to relitigate that. The keys to the White House are my prediction system that have been right since I predicted Ronald Reagan's reelection in April 1982, when 60% of Americans said he was too old to run again. The system ignores the pundits who have no scientific basis for their opinions. It doesn't look at polls, which are snapshots, not predictors. It taps into the structure of how American presidential elections really work as votes up or down on the strength and performance of the White House party. And that's what the 13 keys gauge. And there's a simple decision rule. If 6 or more keys go against the White House party, they're predicted losers. Otherwise, they're predicted winners.
All right. And so Kamala Harris predicted the winner by you last week. You previously had warned, though, that the Democrats, if they were going to drop Joe Biden from the ballot, it could mean disaster for the party. What changed there?
One simple thing changed it. As I indicated, they had to unite behind a candidate. If Biden dropped out, and they had a big party brawl, they would lose incumbency and lose the internal party contest key, starting out 2 keys down. No White House party has ever won when they've lost both those keys. But Democrats grew a spine and a brain and united behind Harris, and that preserved the contest key. So they only lost 1 key through the transition, and the Harris candidacy seems to have helped with the third party key because voters didn't have to choose anymore between 2 old white guys. Hate saying that, being an old white guy. And it seems to have helped the social unrest key with Biden, the policymaker, not so much out in front. That seems to have dampened social unrest. That's why I'm still in a position of predicting a Democratic win.
Now, of course, we have the debate that is set for tomorrow. Are there certain events, including the debate outcome, that could change some of these keys as we get closer and closer to the election?
I quite deliberately chose to give my prediction before the debates because the keys have a big message that I've been screaming for decades, and the political class, the pundits, the media haven't grasped. It is governing, not campaigning, that counts. Conventional campaigning has never, ever been predictive of an election outcome, including debates are not predictive. Hillary Clinton won all the debates and still lost. John Kerry won the debates against the terrible debater George W. Bush, but still lost in 2004. So I caution all your readers, all your viewers, to ignore the ephemeral events of the campaign, the debates, the speeches, the ads, the dirty tricks, and keep your eye on the big picture of presidential elections as gauged by the keys to the White House, which look at things like midterm elections, incumbency, contests, third parties, short and long-term economy, policy change, scandal, social unrest, foreign/military successes and failures.
All right, so we will see whether or not the streak is alive this November. Thank you so much, Allan Lichtman, for joining us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Take care.
All right.